Welcome to the first ever Tech Talk, brought to you by Bald Eagle Technologies. My name is Sean Vaughn. I'm one of the network engineers here at Bald Eagle Technologies. So you might be asking yourself, what is Tech Talk? Tech Talk is a new monthly feature Bald Eagle Technologies is launching in conjunction with our new website. It's going to give you simple tutorials surrounding some of the frequently asked questions we receive from our Lunch and Learn events. So today we're going to work on getting your voicemail in Outlook. We're going to be using the Cisco Unified UC 520 and Outlook 2010 to show you some of the basic steps. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is open up Internet Explorer and browse to the IP address of our UC 500 or our Unity Express. So the default IP address is 10.1.10.1, which is what we're still using. So we'll browse to that page, and you should be presented with a login page similar to this. The username we're using is just Cisco with the password of Cisco, still using the default configuration if you haven't changed it. So you'll log in. So the first thing we need to do is set up integrated messaging in order to enable the ability to view your voicemail in your Outlook. So in order to do this, it's real simple. We'll browse to voicemail, integrated messaging, and then service configuration. Now once you browse the service configuration page, you should be presented with a page similar to this. And all you do is select Enable Integrated Messaging in that checkbox, and then select Apply. You should get a Save Successful confirmation box similar to this one, and you can select OK and browse from there. So our next step is to ensure we have a user account created for each user you want to have their voicemail in Outlook, or in their email box. So to do that, we'll go to Configure, and then Users. Now you might have your users previously created and you can just browse into your user and create a password, but in this instance we're going to go from beginning to end, so we're going to create a new user. So we'll select Add, and we'll just give them a first name of John and last name of Doe. These are all required fields. We'll assign them an extension of 2002. And the other very important part of this is the password and PIN options. You want to sling this password option down to a password specified below, and I'll just use 1234. And the next step is put a little checkbox in this Create Mailbox. This is what will actually create the voicemail box for this new user. So after we put the checkbox, we can select Add, and it will add your user, and should jump to another page which is actually going to be adding a new mailbox. You'll see your users now in the background, and you can keep your defaults if you wish. Turn off the tutorials, how long you want to keep them, how big their mailbox is. Then select Add. One more step within the UC 520 to set this up. We actually need to browse back within that user we just created. So I'm going to select John D. You'll see it's blue, so it's a hyperlink. And then over at the top tabs, you'll see Profile, Groups, Mailbox, and Notification. We're going to select the Groups option. See, he's not a member of any groups. We want to subscribe this user as a member. And you can search the groups that are available by selecting this Find option. And we're looking for this IMAP GRP. This is a default group when you enable integrated messaging. You just want to put a checkbox beside that and then choose Select Rows. This will add our user John D to this group, and any user you want to have the voicemail in Outlook, you need to ensure is a member of this group. So you'll see we can go to Profile Groups, click back and forth, and he's still a member of that group. So we can just close that out. That's pretty much it for the Cisco portion, the UC 520 portion. We're set up and configured there. Now we need to set up our Outlook to be able to receive these voicemails. So what we're going to do is we're going to start Control Panel, and you might be in the category or view of Control Panel. We're going to switch this to small icons just so it's a little easier to see, and then select Mail. And again, you could have an existing profile here if you already use Outlook. I'm going to create a new profile in this instance, so we'll select Add, and the profile name, we'll just call it John as well. You can call it whatever you wish. So then you'll be presented with the Add New Account options within Outlook. We're going to select Manually Configure Server Settings and Additional Server Types, then select Next. And then you should be presented with three more options: Internet Email, Microsoft Exchange, and Text Messaging. We want to select Integrated Internet Email. We're going to connect to an IMAP server. So put a checkbox there and then select Next. It's going to request your username. Again, you can call your username whatever you wish. And then it's going to ask your email address. Your email address is the username you created, so John D, at the IP address of your UC 500 or your Unity Express. So again, ours is 10.1.10.1. That is again the default. On the server type, you want to change this from POP3 to drop it down to IMAP. And same thing on the incoming and outgoing mail server. They are also going to be the default IP address of our Unity Express. So 10.1, 10.1. And the username is, again, the username you created within the call manager just a few seconds ago. And then your login information, again, the password is 1234 or whatever you decided to use. I'm going to uncheck these boxes. And that's it. All we have to do now is browse into our Outlook. So now when a voicemail is left for John, John D, our new user, you can just select Send and Receive, and you'll see there's his voicemail. We received a voicemail just a few minutes ago from Jamie Revis. He's the other user on our account, on our system, and you can just double-click that voicemail inside of this message.
Hi John, this
and
is
it'll
Jamie
play.
Revis. Could you give me a call this morning when you get a chance? I'm at extension 235. Thanks a lot.
So that's just basically that's all you need to do to set up your voicemail into Outlook on a UC500 with Outlook 2010. Thank you for tuning in to the first ever Tech Talk, and please don't forget to visit our website at baldeagletech.com, where you can see an archive of all previous and upcoming Tech Talks and possibly even comment on this video, or sign up for an upcoming event where we again will hopefully be able to entertain your questions and teach you a little more. Thank you again. My name is Sean Vaughn. Have a great day.